Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to do your card for today. Just use the black and white Faulkner deck as normal. Just have a little look and see what we've got going on today. Okay, so card for today is, let's just move this forward a little bit so we can see, is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, Four of Pentacles, as we know, we've talked about Pentacles cards before, and the way that they relate to finances, money, and all those good things, really. Not just that, but on the whole, the Pentacles talk about money. In the standard Rider-Waite deck, they're discs, they're like coins, so it's kind of a bit more obvious and in your face. In the Faulkner deck, this Four of Pentacles is showing us a nice big chubby piggy bank, and the message from the card is twofold really, and you kind of have to go with your intuition which way this goes. So you've used the image and also the intuition side of your ability when you're working with the cards to kind of work out what version of the Four of Pentacles we're looking at here. Because the Four of Pentacles can be talking about investment, and it can be talking about, do you need to be making more of an investment in your future, or can you afford to be giving more out? So in terms of money, are you hanging on to your money, or and is that the right thing to do, or are you overspending and putting too much more of your money out and you should be keeping some of it back? Now, the way I work with this is I look at the pig, and if the pig is looking like he's a happy pig, and sometimes he does look really happy, and other times he looks like he's a little bit nervous and his eyes look a little bit different to me, and I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it works for me. The Four of Pentacles in general is talking about, are you investing properly? So are you using your time and effort on the right things, using your money on the right things, putting your focus on the right things? So when it comes up in a daily card, I always feel like it's saying to give some thought to what you spend your time and effort doing. Are you spending time and effort on the things that bring you joy and move you forward in a positive way, or are you getting bogged down in a load of stuff that really isn't getting you anywhere? So that's what the Four of Pentacles is asking you to do. It really isn't a lot more complicated than that. So all I would say to you for today is to take a little step back and look at what you're doing, because quite often we just go through our day, we do what we do, we don't always give it an awful lot of thought. What this card is saying is just take your foot off the gas for a second and just ask yourself, is what I'm doing bringing me joy? Is it bringing me the things that I want in my life? Am I just investing a load of energy in stuff that really isn't getting me anywhere, or serving my purposes, or to take it on a sort of wider scale, serving the purposes of the universe? And am I making a contribution here that is useful? So let me just put down an energy oracle card, just have a quick look and see what we have from that deck, just to support this, or to give us a little bit more information. Okay, so this is the card of the broken heart. Now, all I would say with this card is it's very similar to the Three of Swords in the traditional tarot deck. It is about hurt feelings, sadness, brokenheartedness, past hurts, all those things. So when I've got these two cards together, they're to me saying, what are you investing your time in? Are you investing your time in something that is a past hurt? You know, are you hanging on to something? Are you keeping something in your energy that maybe it would be better to let go because you're dragging around a load of sadness and sorrow? The broken heart card is really a sorrowful card, and having that together with the Four of Pentacles, is it's asking you whether it's worth investing more energy in that kind of, in that kind of feeling. Sometimes we need a little bit of time to heal, and that's absolutely understandable and completely okay. You take whatever time you need. Everybody's different. But it's asking us to think about whether we need to be carrying that around with us. But it's also saying, Four of Pentacles for me talks quite a lot about giving yourself time. So it's like an investment. If you look at an investment is something that starts at a point and then has a time span that it matures over. So the cards here can be saying to us to give ourselves some time to heal. Okay, I'm really drawn to what's happened over the last few days, that's been happening in and around Orlando. The awful things that have happened there in the recent few days have been really terrible, and you know, I keep getting drawn back to that when I do these daily cards, and I've had a couple of daily cards that have kind of referred to it, or I've felt have brought it up, and this set of cards is saying that in time things will heal, and that with strength things will heal. The Four of Pentacles is a very strong card. It's very stable. You know, it's got 4 legs, this piggy bank, so it's very stable and it's strong, and it's kind of it's not easily moved. So taking a sort of slightly more worldwide view on what these cards mean today, it is kind of showing me that energy around what's happening, what has happened and is still happening out in Orlando with the investigations and all of the stuff that's going on, and also the really sad events that happened at Disney World over the last couple of days. And you know, that's a really special place to me, so it kind of means a lot to me around that area, that place. So maybe that's why I'm particularly drawn to that specific meaning for these cards, because these cards have lots of different connotations. So it's what they mean to you. To me, this card is saying that with time and the appropriate care and the appropriate investment of energy, that there will be healing that comes to that place and the people involved. So that's kind of what it's saying. In terms of a general daily look at these cards, I would say if you have a situation around you which is heartbreaking, allow yourself to have that time to heal from it. If there's sort of a past hurt that you are carrying around with you that isn't serving your purpose anymore, think about how you might be able to let that go, because it is about being able to move forward. It all doesn't have to happen overnight, but it is about healing. And you know, the most broken of hearts can be healed. So I would say to you that is the message really for the day in the cards that I've picked up. Yeah, there are very difficult energies around at the moment, very, very difficult and sad. So I'm not surprised to have seen that broken heart come up. Just going to have a little look and see if I can get a little bit more information. Okay, so the final card that I've drawn is the strategy card. So this is a really interesting card, and I just wanted to pull another one out to kind of give us something, because I feel like this kind of nine card, this broken heart card, kind of is stuck in there, overtaking everything. And it's interesting that what they give us is a strategy, and the pain that people feel with a broken heart often is so overwhelming that we don't know what to do. This is about having a strategy, and it's really interesting because there's this whole journal, and I'm really drawn to this key up at the top, and having a plan, and I just almost want to say there's a need for people to be able to express what they need to express. Okay, so whether that's journaling, talking to people, having some counselling, whatever it is, when you do that, when you have a strategy to be able to express what you need to express in terms of feelings, this can unlock an awful lot of stuff for you. And once it's unlocked, then we're able to heal. A lot of energy going on in these cards today, that's about healing and being able to move forward. Obviously at the moment, for a lot of people in the situations that I've talked about, this is all very raw and too early for sort of thoughts of moving forward. But what these cards are saying, and what the energy for me today is that it's possible, and it's with the right sort of support that things can be healed, and that we can learn from the things that have happened in some way. So I'm going to leave those cards with you for the day. I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day, but for now I'll leave those with you and say that although there is a lot of sadness around at the moment, what I feel is that there is hope. There is hope to for other people to be able to be strong and supportive of the people that are in that particular area, or that are in that place of sadness. And that is kind of a bit of a blessing in itself, because it, you know, there are terrible things that happen, but there are amazingly good people that can step in and support. We've seen already, you know, the number of people that flooded into Orlando to give blood to support the people that had been hurt. And that just shows us that not everyone in the world is horrible, and not everyone in the world is a terrorist, and that although these terrible things happen, there is good as well. So there is light and shade as always. I will leave those with you for the day, and I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for today. So for now, have a good day, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.